Ms. Redmond asserts that Mr. Muriel has effectively acknowledged his paternity by signing the birth certificate, thereby establishing a legal bond with the child. This act not only signifies an acceptance of his role, but also invokes various legal responsibilities that accompany fatherhood. Conversely, Mr. Muriel articulates that being labeled a father profoundly affects his entrepreneurial aspirations and personal liberties. He stresses his youthfulness and a strong yearning for autonomy, which complicates his acceptance of these newfound responsibilities. In light of these discussions, the court emphasizes the crucial nature of comprehending the legal responsibilities and ramifications associated with signing documents, particularly those related to paternity and the obligations inherent in fatherhood. Amidst this backdrop, the mother voices her frustration regarding the father's denial of paternity. She actively pushes for him to recognize and embrace his role alongside the responsibilities that come with being a dad, reflecting a broader societal expectation of parental involvement. Following the receipt of results that confirm his paternity, the father acknowledges the accompanying responsibilities of parenthood. His newfound commitment to caring for his child signifies a potential positive shift in family dynamics, highlighting the transformative power of acceptance. The court further reinforces the significance of both parents' involvement in the child's upbringing while underscoring the necessity of clearly establishing paternity. The judge suggests utilizing counseling resources, which may aid in facilitating healthier communication between the parents. Miss Greer's disclosure of her pregnancy to Mr. Thompson via Facebook encapsulates a modern dilemma in personal relationships. Initially met with skepticism, the pregnancy was validated through a concrete proof, prompting a reflection on how digital communication influences intimate relationships. This courtroom dialogue reveals the intricate tension between love and deception. Miss Greer's apprehensions about unveiling the truth underscore the complexities inherent in romantic relationships, particularly when intertwined with the responsibilities of parenting. Mr. Thompson expresses a genuine desire to embrace fatherhood, coupled with an emotional investment in the child, irrespective of biological ties. This sentiment emphasizes the significance of emotional connections that often transcend mere genetic relationships in the realm of parenting. The narrative further unfolds as complications of relationships and issues of trust emerge. The revelation that the mother misrepresented her age and relationship status raises pertinent questions about her credibility, which can have profound implications for ongoing discussions of paternity. As family dynamics come to the forefront, the man's relatives advocate for him to pursue custody if the child is indeed his. Their perspective underscores concerns regarding the mother's efficacy as a parent, thereby reshaping the discourse surrounding custody and care. The critical importance of DNA testing is brought to light as the man seeks definitive clarity regarding his paternal status. This process ultimately leads to the revelation of the child's biological father, a pivotal step in understanding familial connections. The defendant's emotional history is marked by considerable trauma, including the loss of both parents. This background fosters a sense of abandonment when her partner departs during her pregnancy, adding psychological layers to the current family dynamics. The plaintiff's doubts about his paternity stem from the mother's infidelity, instigating significant questions regarding the child's true lineage and consequently challenging the trust in their relationship. This uncertainty breeds additional complexities. Within this context, manipulation tactics, such as the circulation of a fake baby picture, emerge, reflecting the broader challenges in communication and trust between the involved parties. This situation highlights the pitfalls inherent in emotional disputes. As discussions unfold, financial obligations and responsibilities in raising the child become focal points, illustrating the challenges that both parents encounter in navigating their co-parenting arrangements. The financial burden often exacerbates existing tensions. The conversation delves into the emotional facets of parenting, specifically regarding the mother's discomfort in allowing others to care for her young child. This protective instinct illustrates the depth of maternal attachment, alongside the complexities of shared parenting. The necessity for clear definitions of parental roles and responsibilities surfaces, accentuating how misunderstandings can precipitate conflicts between co-parents. Establishing these roles is essential for a coherent co-parenting relationship. A pivotal moment arises as the daughter grapples with the realization, at the age of 12, about her potential biological father. This revelation catalyzes confusion and emotional distress, ultimately triggering the current court proceedings. The mother's decision to permit another family to raise her daughter stems from her belief that they could provide a superior life. However, this choice has led to years of emotional repercussions for both the mother and her daughter. Family dynamics play an instrumental role in shaping identity, as the daughter experiences feelings of betrayal linked to a perceived lack of transparency. This scenario exemplifies the enduring impact of concealed truths within familial constructs. As the discussion unfolds, struggles with identity and acceptance within a blended family come to light. Each participant's beliefs regarding their biological relationships shape the emotional connections that bind them. Recognition of past decisions emerges as a salient theme influencing present relationships. Acknowledging previous mistakes highlights a trajectory of growth and the aspiration to enact positive change for future generations. The outcomes of DNA testing provide a much-needed sense of relief and clarity amidst the convoluted family dynamics at play. Establishing biological connections can significantly alter the relational fabric among family members. Miss Parker's claim asserting Mr. Morton as the father of her child faces scrutiny due to his assertions regarding timing and his relationship with another girlfriend. This contention introduces heightened tension within the case. The existence of multiple sexual relationships complicates the paternity claim, unveiling issues of trust and consent among the parties involved. This complexity accentuates questions regarding the nature of their interactions. Furthermore, the emotional dimensions of their relationships come into play, illustrating Miss Parker's vulnerability and Mr. Morton's uncertainties regarding his role as a father. This dynamic encapsulates the personal stakes at hand. Mr. Morton's doubts about his paternity catalyze legal proceedings aimed at clarifying his responsibilities. These uncertainties, in turn, influence his relationships with both Miss Parker and baby Aaron, complicating the emotional landscape. Miss Parker enumerates various childcare expenses amounting to $2,047, underscoring the financial strain she has borne independently. Her appeal for reimbursement highlights the critical need for shared parental financial responsibilities. The introduction of Mr. Morton's mother sheds light on family dynamics, indicating support for baby Aaron. This familial backing stands in contrast to Mr. Morton's initial reluctance regarding his paternal role. The intricacies of relationships involving children and paternity uncertainties can often lead to misunderstandings and emotional turmoil for all parties. Maintaining trust emerges as a fundamental component necessary for nurturing healthy relationships. Mr. Elston articulates his feelings of disconnection from child K, expressing doubts about their resemblance. Such concerns serve as focal points in paternity disputes, often exacerbating existing tensions. The breakdown of communication between partners can magnify issues such as paternity doubts, resulting in cycles of accusations and heightened animosity. Text messages serve as a poignant reminder of the toxic exchanges that can arise in such relationships. Carly's friend's revelation of her infidelity further fuels doubts surrounding Kay's paternity. This disclosure exacerbates the tension and distrust between Carly and the child's father, Darian. Miss Stanfield's testimony implies Carly's unfaithfulness during the conception period, directly challenging her credibility and casting further doubts on the true identity of the child's father. This scenario illustrates the profound complexities of trust within familial relationships. In the courtroom, the emotional strain on all parties is palpable. Darian grapples with trust issues stemming from prior misattributed paternity, highlighting the emotional intricacies involved in navigating these tumultuous familial waters.